Hi, welcome to another Sunday Musing with Wanda. I'm Wanda. Normally, you don't see my face, you just hear my voice. Normally, I'm outside in nature, and I just talk about whatever comes to mind. And I misplaced some of my equipment, so I can't find it anywhere. The microphone that helps to amplify my voice, and the selfie stick that holds my camera in place so that I don't have to hold it like this for as long as I'm shooting the musing. And then there's also, I'm just not in the mood. I went outside this morning to feed the cats or feed the birds. I do have cats and I did feed them, but they're not outside. I wanted, I want to be authentic. I want my content to be authentic. I want my meditations to be authentic. I want my courses to be authentic. I want you to see the real me and know that there are days when I don't feel like doing stuff. I'd rather be in bed all day. There are days when my face, it's on this side, explodes, and up here as well. And welcome to menopause. Menopause for me so far has been a pain in the ass and not something I enjoy. I'm hoping that changes. I'm changing things in my life, and I'm trusting it's going to get better. I feel like I'm back in my teenage years and I'm experiencing hormones for the first time, and a lot of stuff is happening, and it's been going on since the late 40s, my late 40s. I'm now in my mid 50s. Some days you just want to have a big sigh, and I find I'm sighing a lot more than I used to. I have to start off by saying that I don't spend much time on Facebook anymore, and that's just my reality. I don't care for social media. And the reason being is that I don't find it authentic. I find you see people posting things and they look amazing and they're happy and life is so grand, but they don't show you the behind the scenes. They don't come on the days that they look like crap and their face is exploded, or their hair is awful, or they can't find the right clothes or the right location, or they're not in the mood and they don't want to get out of bed in the morning. You don't see that. And you also don't see the process. I actually saw a YouTube video of an actor. His name is escaping me right now, but he was in Schitt's Creek, and he's Canadian. I should know his name, but it's gone. And he was saying how artists will show the final piece, but they don't show the hard work and the process that got into that final piece, whatever the art is, and the struggle to get it there. All you see is the end result, and social media makes it look easy. And I find for any vlogging that I've watched, I spend a lot of time on YouTube watching things, and a lot of things are inspiring, and some things I'm like, it's not real. And I find Facebook is like that. People tend to post when they're happy and in a good place in their life, but not so much when they're not. There are people that do, there are accounts that do, but they're the minority. And there are days I don't do anything with my business. I'm a spiritual teacher, and I'm an intuitive. I do readings, I run workshops, and I've stepped away from that, and I don't talk about it, why I stepped away. I just need time to figure my stuff out, and I'm slowly getting back into it. And my Sunday musings is one way of just sharing what's on my mind, because I feel like if it's something that's I'm intrigued by, or that I've been thinking about, or I wonder about, then there's other people that are similar and might get something from it. So, but I primarily just do it because I feel like I should. So I do. Yeah. So here I am, and I'm having a tea with you, and I'm actually having a muffin on the side here. Okay. So, yesterday I was exercising on this exercise machine I have, and this machine is, it's. I wish I knew the name of it. See, it's menopause brain, post menopause brain fog, whatever you want to call it. So you stand on it. It's like a step, you step up, but it's a vibrating machine, and there's three spaces you can stand on, and it's in the middle, it's walking. So when it's vibrating, you're getting as if you're walking on it, and then you put your feet a little bit further apart, it's jogging, and at the very end it's running. And I find using this machine that I don't have as much inflammation in my body, and I find that when my knees are sore, when I use this machine, they're not sore anymore. Now, I don't stand on the machine for the entire time. I usually sit on the edge of the bed, and then occasionally I'll stand up and get that, vibration motion, and it just feels really good. So anyway, so here I am yesterday. It was a beautiful sunny day, and I had all this energy, and I was feeling good in my heart and my soul. And so I was doing the machine, and I'm, vibrating. And then I had these thoughts come to me. And so I started to record. I got my phone and I turned it on, and I started recording myself talking. And I kept that up. I even took a shower later, and I brought the phone into the shower with me, because in the shower, I get some of the best ideas for stuff, for creative solutions, ideas for books, ideas for blog content. Yeah, so many ideas. And by the time I get out of the shower and get, dressed and whatnot, all those ideas have gone, and I'm no longer in the moment. So I was on a roll, so I brought the phone into the shower with me, and kept recording, and it was just audio. It wasn't any video. Anyway, the recorder has a feature that you can get a transcript from it. So I downloaded the transcripts, started to go through them. And one thing that really stood out with me was talking about mountains, and how our spiritual journey is a lot like climbing a mountain. And because I was wondering why there are times when you feel so high, like you are just on top of the world and things are so great. And then all of a sudden, like in a day or two, you're not there anymore. And it's like you're starting all over. And it came to me, this vision of standing on a mountain, and I felt like my spirit team was telling me that when you have reached or overcome a challenge, and you've learned the lesson that you need to learn, you're on top of that mountain. And then you slowly come down from that mountain. And as life goes on, you come down from the mountain, and then you go in through this valley. Like, it could be a dark valley, but it's a valley. And then you start to come out of that valley, and you start the climb back up the side of a mountain until you get to the tip. And that's our journey. That's our spiritual journey here on earth in this incarnation, are these mountains. Every challenge that you have, every life lesson that you need to learn. And remember, you're here to learn. You came here to learn and experience Earth with this dense energy and everything that's going on in the world right now, to learn how to adapt to it, to navigate it, to learn compassion, to learn understanding, to learn to love unconditionally. I really feel like that's why we're here. And so if you think about that, when you feel so good, it's because you're elated, because you got the lesson, you got the message, and you're like on top of the world, and it's exciting and it's amazing. You want to shout it out and share it with everybody, so you get it out there, and then it's done. Like, you can't live there forever. If you were done, then you would leave and you would go back home. You wouldn't still be on the mountain. Like, you don't live on the mountain. You are ready for the next lesson. So you start coming down from that, and you take all the lessons you learned when you made it to those peaks, that amazing energy. But you learned the most when you're going through those dark valleys and starting to ascend that peak. So you take all of those life lessons with you, as you start down and getting ready to go through another valley. Interesting, isn't it? And then I I went on YouTube this morning. I think I was looking my Google Home doesn't, my Google Nest doesn't respond to personal playlists on Spotify anymore. So if I ask it to play my happy morning or my wake up Wanda playlist, it plays some random song that has nothing to do with it. And that just started like a week ago, and it's kind of frustrating. So I have to open the app without my glasses and try and find the song, the playlist I want to wake up to. And somehow I ended up on YouTube, and it was this prayer, and it was for the Psalm 23. And I love one of my mantras when I'm going through a difficult time is, "The Lord is my shepherd, there is nothing I shall want." I just say that over and over, and I think about the shepherd and what it means to be a shepherd and the qualities of a shepherd, and how it's just you could ignore the 900 sheep you have. If one is lost, you are concentrated on that one, and how you are kind and a loving and a gentle soul as a shepherd. And so I think of my relationship with Jesus and with my creator, whom I call God, but my connection to that energy. I think about that, and that I'm not alone on this journey, and that when I say the Lord is my shepherd, there's nothing I shall want. That means anything that I need in this lifetime, it's going to be provided to me. Anything that I need is provided to me. And then, so I was watching this YouTube video where the person was talking about the Psalm 23. I had beautiful scenery in the background. It was gorgeous. And he came to the part about the darkest valley, like walking through the darkest valley. And I thought, I used to sing the Psalm 23 at funerals, and I would hear the words as they came out of my mouth, but I was removed from them. I didn't allow emotion to come in because I was playing at a funeral, and it's not helpful to be singing when you're crying. So to actually hear his take on that, and then making making the connection to the mountain analogy, where you're going through that valley and you go through the dark valley. And I realized, like, those are hard times when you're going through that, but you're never alone. Your spirit team is always with you. And if you believe in Jesus, then, then you have that comfort of knowing he's there with you. And there's a famous poem about walking on the beach. And in the hardest times, there was only one set of footprints. And people were thinking that Jesus abandoned them. And he's like, no, I was carrying you. And so I feel like that's what's happening in our valleys, in those deep valleys, that we have this amazing team helping us. And I believe that for me, it's Jesus. And I've always had a relationship with him since I was a little kid. But that doesn't mean that it is that for you. You need to find what that energy is for you, and you don't need a name to it. It could be your guides, it could be your angels, it could be whatever it is for you. It doesn't have to be a Christian or a Catholic personality. It's what it is for you. I want you to know that there is an energy that's with you always. You were created, and the entity that created you loves you unconditionally. And whatever you choose to call that, whatever your belief system is, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you remember that you were created out of love, and that you are love, and that you are connected to that love. And these ups and downs that you have, they're normal. And that's what life is all about. And that's why you're here. So the next time that you're on top of that hill and you're enjoying it, take a moment to really enjoy it, because that was an amazing accomplishment that you made. And another amazing accomplishment is about to come, but it requires hard work, and it requires going down that mountainside, going through that dark valley, and then coming back up again on the other side. And know that you're not alone and that you are going to learn amazing things while you're there. And that's the fun part of this whole journey. And someday you're going to be sitting on a cloud and you're going to be looking at your life and going, wow, that was incredible. I can't wait to do that again. Really. I know there's days I'm here like, I don't want to do this again. I don't want to come back. Are you kidding? But apparently we do. So there you go. So that's my Sunday musing this week. And, well, I wish you all the best on your journey. If you have any questions or you want to reach out, you can find my contact information on my Facebook, my group, my Facebook, whatever you want to call it, my Facebook account. And yeah, just be well. Be well, my friend.